The success rate of Listen has already surpassed 800,000, and half of those are high-quality single women over the age of 35. Recently, many of my clients who have come to me to buy property are just like this. After interacting with them, I realized that they are actually quite open-minded. They calmly accept the possibility of being alone for the rest of their lives, and they've gotten used to being labeled as older single women by those around them. Loving themselves and enjoying life is their personal creed. I've also noticed that these high-quality women tend to share a similar trait. Their income is more than enough to support themselves. However, buying a home on their own in Chengdu still...
Oh my God. Wait, is this what Ryan was talking about? The ancient Chinese secret that could change how you understand your life and your energy. Click the link in the top comment. Find out now.
Comes with some pressure. That's why they're now starting to look at these more basic but spacious properties. Even so, they have very high standards when it comes to quality of life. Everything they eat, wear, and use is of high quality, and when it comes to marriage, they would rather go without than settle for less. In the past, they had quite a few suitors, but they've always wanted to find a partner who matches them both materially and spiritually, so they've missed out on many opportunities. Now, they've met quite a few successful and high-quality men, but it's still difficult for both sides to take the next step. For women like this, if they don't lower their standards, it's actually very hard to find a partner, because in my years of matchmaking, I've also met many equally outstanding and successful men. But those men, even if they're over 35 themselves, would never consider dating a woman over 35. And if the man comes from a well-off family, their mothers are even more adamant about it. These men will only prioritize women under 26 who are educated and attractive. In their eyes, a woman's high income isn't really a plus at all. I have to say, after the age of 30, it really does become hard to find pure love anymore. Whether it's people or things, everything is invisibly labeled with a price. Do you think there is real love in the adult world?
It's really annoying. The other day, someone told me, stop being so picky. If you stop being picky, you'll get married. Just lower your standards and you'll get married. Why can't I be picky? Excuse me, are you buying groceries or something? When you buy groceries, you compare and choose, right? You look for the freshest ones, don't you? Even when you're buying a pet, a cat or a dog, don't you check the breed and appearance? So tell me, so why is it that I can't be picky when I'm marrying a man? I'm going to marry him. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with him. Why can't I be selective? Tell me.
Girls born after 2000 are going after men born in the mid-80s. Just yesterday, an older guy born in 1986 saw me. He owns a house and a car in Beijing, has a master's degree, and makes $1 million yuan a year. When some of my female members heard about him, especially those I usually connect with, they all asked me to introduce them. Among them were 2 girls born after 2000, and interestingly, their thoughts were the same. They believe that older men are mature, steady, experienced, know how to care for someone, and can offer much life advice. They can avoid taking 20 years of detours in life. But honestly, these girls born after 2000 are really quite self-aware. They know that their youth is their biggest advantage, so they even said they're willing to provide more emotional value so that the older guy won't feel bored with life. Some even said they're willing to have 3 children to respond to the national call and carry on the older guy's excellent genes. I have to say, young women born after 2000 are really clear-headed these days. They truly don't want to end up like the older single women who missed their chances.
Why is it so hard for me to get married? I see so many women who seem to get married so easily, having 3 or 4 kids in their lifetime, some even 5. And I wonder, why is it so difficult for me to get married? Sigh. Is fate playing a joke on me?
I absolutely refuse to marry a girl from the countryside.
Why is that?
Back when
Oh my God. Wait, is this what Ryan was talking about? The ancient Chinese secret that could change how you understand your life and your energy. Click the link in the top comment. Find out now.
I was in college, I dated a girl from the countryside. After graduation, I joined a state-owned enterprise. She tried the civil service exam for 3 years, failing each time. When marriage talks began, my family had a house, car, and the 5 gold items ready. Her family, however, was not satisfied. They demanded a 200,000 yuan dowry, stating 100,000 wasn't enough. They claimed their hometown custom required 200,000 yuan to be kept for her younger brother's future marriage. They also said her parents would rely on me for retirement, as her brother couldn't be counted on.
So did you two break up then?
Yeah, and she even complained that I was wasting her youth. But isn't my youth just as valuable? Honestly, it's not that I can't afford the 200,000 yuan dowry. Real issue is that I just can't accept their family customs. Now, whenever I hear about girls from the countryside, I get scared. It's really not that I look down on rural people. It's just that the environment and mindset they grow up with are really hard to change.
So, what do you all think about what he said?
I was born in 84, the year of the rat, and it's almost New Year's again. I don't know about this New Year. Should I make a wish or not? Every year when New Year's comes, I make a wish and tell myself, this year I have to get married. But now I'm still single, and New Year's is just around the corner. What's your situation? Is it the same as mine? Are you pressured to marry at home? When you visit relatives, do you feel pressure to marry? It doesn't feel good. That's why I don't want to stay home now. I'm just sitting quietly in my car by the roadside for a while.
Those who've been hurt by jerks, women, none of them are innocent. When it comes to these women, their expectations of men basically guarantee that they won't appreciate good men, and in fact, they end up filtering out a lot of good men. Why? Because their demands can only be met by jerks or scammers. What kind of men do they like? Rich men, good-looking men, right? But these kinds of men are never short of women, are they? So if you go after them, chances are you'll end up getting hurt, right? And then there's all that talk about being witty, humorous, emotionally intelligent, understanding women, and providing emotional value. Isn't this just a surefire way to pick out jerks? If a man doesn't have a ton of experience dealing with women, how could—
Oh my God. Wait, is this what Ryan was talking about? The ancient Chinese secret that could change how you understand your life and your energy. Click the link in the top comment. Find out now.
he possibly understand women? Pampering her, loving her, always coaxing her, right? Unconditionally catering to her emotions, going along with her in everything. What kind of man can really do that? It's exactly because of these kinds of demands from women that every man they meet ends up being a jerk. Do you get it now?
Born 1988. Not married, no boyfriend, graduated 985 university master's degree. Own house, car, family complete, relatives kind, not resource chopping block men pick. I think what makes me especially distressed is probably really because of my age. No man is willing to spend the time and patience to get to know me, to understand me, to be with me, or to date me. At most, as a stranger, they'll just ask me, I'm a stranger. I'm willing to marry you. Do you want to marry me? Do I really look like someone who, just because you ask if I'll marry you, will happily agree and marry you right away? When you say you like someone, can you not just think about whether this womb resource can be used for you, whether I can give you children? Maybe also consider that I am a person. What am I thinking?